We're gonna make some sand art today for Yom Ha'atzmaut, and the already pre-cut papers that you have come in geometric shapes, so that's what we're gonna be working with. You are gonna come over to the table and pick out, start with 3 colors. You may wanna share with your neighbor, and then if you decide you want some other colors, you're gonna bring the colors back that you're using and get some more colors. You're going to each get a square. They're all the same size. Very first thing you're going to do is put your name on the back, and then you're going to turn it over. And if you look closely, which you can't really see on this video, there's already pre-cut designs. So you're going to start with the with taking off the paper so that it's sticky underneath. Then you're going to decide what color you're going to put. You're going to grab a couple of colors off the table without spilling it, hopefully. You're going to use your spoon, and you're going to scoop out a little, and you're going to put it over the area that has that sticky. Now, you have a lot of extra there. You don't want to use too much. So then you're going to take the extra. If that's the only color that's going to come off currently, you're going to put it back into the same color. If you start having a bunch of colors and they're all going to come off, then you're going to take an empty one and you're going to dump them in there so that we don't have a big huge mess, and I'm going to explain that. So I just did purple. I'm going to do the next. You're going to have to use your fingers and kind of bend the paper a little bit to get to it. So you're going to have a lot of garbage. You're going to take you're going to have a little container to put your garbage in so that you don't have a big huge mess at the table. And then we're going to do the same thing with the next color. I'm going to work on my second ring that's on this, because this is all rings, the one I'm doing. And I'm just going to, now notice I'm not dumping the entire amount. I can actually use my finger. And once you get some of it on, then you can move it around. I'm going to take the extra I'm going to dump it off, and I'm going to do the next one. This is the part that takes a little bit of effort, is to try to peel it. Make sure your spoon is clean before you go scooping out some more. So if you notice, I don't have it super saturated or a lot in every spot, because then I can kind of move it around, and you can decide if you want a little bit more as you're working. You could even, if let's say there's a couple of spots and you want them all to be the same color, you could pull all those off at the same time. For example, I'm going to do this one. Make sure you're taking all this garbage and you're putting it into a little cup at your table so that it all could be thrown out at the same time. And I'm going to take this one. I'm going to peel 2 off at a time. Should be able to do this. There. Notice I have to sometimes kind of move it around a little bit to get it off. I have a bunch of different colors, so we're just going to stick with 1 color per section. And as you can see, I'm doing 2 at the same time, kind of moving it around. Now it may end up all getting on the table. Don't worry about that. You are going to sweep it up after. Now, if you're working on a piece, I'm working on a piece of paper, so I'm going to kind of save it.
You could leave the white.
Now, once you're done, you're going to take a white piece of paper. You take a white piece of paper, you're gonna fold it, and you're gonna put your piece inside the paper so you can take it with you because it's all dry. You're gonna just take it inside. You're gonna put your name on it. And you can go put it in your locker. If you want to leave it in a pile and then you can come get it out of the art room another time. If you want to do that, that's probably easier. You'll put it inside, put your name on the outside, and then you're gonna make a pile of them. And whatever teacher's in the room with you is gonna collect them all. Now, if you have a bunch of leftover sand, I'm gonna have a bucket for you to put extra sand in. Obviously, this is like a mixed color. So use a bull sand. And that's your project.